Hey guys, I'm Erin. I own an OnlyFans management agency, and in this video I'm going to go over the top 5 most common mistakes you're making as an OnlyFans creator. On OnlyFans, there's really no room for mistakes because everything you do affects your brand. Everything you do, and literally everything, whether it's talking about something on your story, whether it's a post on social media, or even something you do on OnlyFans, is going to shape how people see you, and you really want to avoid hurting your reputation. It's important to stay focused, make good choices, and stay true to who you are as a person. But anyways, let's get into the video. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is being inconsistent when posting content, and I think everyone's guilty of that, no matter what you're posting on. If you don't post regularly enough, you're going to lose followers, you're going to lose subscribers, and that's just what happens. People get bored. Right, so you use social media to get traffic to your OnlyFans, right? So let's say Instagram, for example. If you're not posting new, fresh content all the time, people are going to get bored and they're going to unfollow you, which means they're definitely not going to go over to your OnlyFans. Even your current followers, let's forget about them. You need new people to follow you, and you can use your Instagram to push the traffic over to your OnlyFans. I know you may struggle with ideas for content, but you really do need to plan it as well. And to stay consistent with all this fresh new content, you may be thinking oh my God, I don't know what to post. I have no ideas. Well, just go online, look at other creators, take inspo. But look, don't copy other creators. You can take inspo, that's absolutely fine, but maybe take an idea from one creator, take an idea from another creator, and put your own spin on it. You have to represent yourself through your content. Do not copy anyone else. And remember, consistency is key. People don't say that for the shits and giggles. The next thing is not establishing clear boundaries with your subscribers. This is so important because if you don't consider this, you're gonna end up in an uncomfortable situation that you really don't wanna be in. I've heard horror stories from people. The last thing you want is someone to subscribe to your OnlyFans and they think they're going to get this, and this, and you have not stated what you do at all. You have not given off any impression. They come to your OnlyFans and they're disappointed. Not only have you just lost a subscriber, they're probably going to do a chargeback, which you also don't want. That's going to affect your OnlyFans account. It's so important that you figure out what you want to do, what content you want to show, and your boundaries on OnlyFans. And you need to express this somehow in either your bio or even on the content that you use to promote. And you need to be transparent as well. You need to tell people what to expect. People aren't going to be happy if they subscribe and they want, let's say, foot content and you don't do foot content. The third mistake people make is neglecting their promotion and their marketing. At the end of the day, if you put your OnlyFans link in your bio and don't promote it, you're not going to get anywhere. That's just solid facts, not me being harsh. That's just how the world works. It's likely you use social media anyway, especially Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, maybe Twitter. You know how to use these platforms, so utilize them to your advantage when promoting your OnlyFans. It's super important, and social media is the best way to grow. There are also so many methods you can use for promotion. My least favorite, I would probably say, is shout out for shout out, because essentially you're all just sharing one audience and then you're all competing for these guys' attention. So I wouldn't go with that approach. But obviously if you're going along the lines of posting reels, posting consistently, like I mentioned earlier, then you're going to have some organic growth, and it might be new traffic that maybe even people who've never subscribed to a girl on OnlyFans before. Another important thing to remember is the marketing side is just as important as the content creation. I mean, if you're creating loads of content and doing no marketing, you're going to get no subscribers, and if you do loads of marketing and do no content, you're going to get all this traffic and you'll have nothing to sell, right? So to think of it as a 50-50 thing, you have to put your attention on both. They work hand in hand. The fourth mistake is not chatting on your OnlyFans account in the correct way. And what I mean by that isn't just replying to people. Obviously you're going to reply to people, but you need to utilize all these chatting methods. You may think oh, what chatting methods? I didn't know there were chatting methods. Well, there actually are, and if you want to rinse your subscribers dry, which that's the point, right? You want to get that bread, then you need to learn these chatting methods. They're game changers. You'll learn as well that people aren't just going to subscribe to you and suddenly just spend thousands of dollars. There are definitely big spenders on OnlyFans, obviously, but you have to build a connection with them first, get to know them, make them feel like you really care. Especially as well, if you do have someone else chatting on your account, whether it's a management or whether it's just someone you've hired, make sure that they're impersonating you properly, because if this subscriber realizes it's not you, they're going to bounce. I might do a separate video for this, but I'm going to give an example of a good chatting method. One thing would be sexting scripts, so live content that you're sending the subscriber. like start to finish. It's probably one of the best methods because you could rinse a subscriber of anywhere up to maybe $200 worth of content just in one night. But yeah, I'll probably do a separate video on just chatting methods or ways to rinse subscribers. And lastly, underestimating the business side of OnlyFans, because yes, OnlyFans is basically having your own business. You're self-employed, right? There are so many creators who do not treat it as a business, and that is such a red flag. You need to get out of that mindset right now. You are a business owner if you do OnlyFans. And that's why your personal brand is so important and why you need to be consistent and care about how you appear to people, because it's like, for example, me as a business owner, if I do something bad and I come across wrong, then no one's going to trust me, right? Same with you guys. You need to build the trust. You need to show that you are you and people need to value you as a person and as a creator. Most creators don't even track their earnings. They literally pretend that tax doesn't even exist. Like, depending on the country you're from, you're going to have to pay tax, and you are earning money. It does count as income. You have to pay your tax, and you need to take that into consideration, because you're gonna get in trouble otherwise. I can't give you any advice on like financial stuff. That's not like my thing. But what I will say is you should definitely get an accountant if you don't understand it yourself, just to stay on the safe side. And you do need to register as self-employed if you're gonna take this seriously. And another thing you need to be clued up on for your benefit is obviously with taxes, your expenses, because a lot of the stuff you're paying money for, such as like lingerie, toys, accommodation for content shoots, camera equipment, it's all expenses, and you need to remember that for when you do your tax returns, because it's tax relief, and that's also important too. Although these are all separate mistakes people are making, they all go hand in hand. Like, you can't be doing one of those things wrong. It's going to affect your page equally as much. You need to clue yourself up on everything to be successful. If you're struggling with anything with OnlyFans, you need a bit of extra advice, feel free to message me. My Instagram will be in the description. It's absolutely fine. We can have a conversation about things. So that was everything for this video. I hope you found some value in this. I hope I fixed some of your problems. If this video did help you in any way, make sure to like the video and subscribe, and drop a comment as well. Any other mistakes you've made, maybe give a bit of free value to anyone else who needs some help. But yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.